What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JTV. It's been a while since I've been on here. Been going through some things, a lot of things. But I wanted to talk to you about me and my son's mom. Uh, we've been going through stuff for the past year, even before my son was conceived, even before she had my son. Um, but like we started dating like a year ago. We met each other on the job. Started dating like a year ago. Um, she ended up getting pregnant, uh, and our son was born like 6 months ago. So over the period of time, uh, things were starting to show themselves like small signs that I was not catching on to, which I should have. But sometimes when you think you want to be with somebody or you want to be with somebody, and they show you certain signs or certain things, you tend to overlook that. Um, Me personally, only thing I can say was I was a good person to this woman. I still try to be a good person to this woman. This woman calls me up, on several occasions, asks me for certain things that me and her, we're not together right now. So I don't feel like I should be the culprit in order to provide those things for you. Yes, I did. I've tried to work whatever issues there were. I don't, like I said, I don't know what issues. She had issues with my previous my daughter's mom, which my daughter's mom has not been thinking about me. I think it was one time last year. I had stopped by to see my kids, my daughters, and I went over there to their mom's house and brought them their gifts and stuff like that. And I stayed over there for a certain period of time, which is Christmas. Like, you're supposed to spend time with your kids. Um, and I would think she would have an understanding about me being over there. Um, but she didn't. She said I stayed over there too long, and she expected me to come back home and this and that, this and that. Uh, I mean, I was not thinking of that in that nature for the simple fact that me and my daughter's mom, we're not together. So, as far as my son's mother, like having ill intentions or having ill thoughts about me doing anything with my daughter's mom, that would be obsolete. I would never start dealing with someone then trickle back to my ex. I would never do that. So I felt like there were some trust issues within her that probably happened at one point in time in her life dealing with certain people. But me personally, I'm not that dude. But back to the story. My son, he's 6 months, so he's born 6 months ago. His name is Jersey. I love this boy. My first son, uh, since our separation, whatever you want to call it, like I've been trying to mend stuff back together, um, which I don't even know what went wrong for me to try to mend this stuff back together. But whatever it was, I was just trying to make stuff correct. So that me, my son, and his mother would be in that same household with each other, watching our kids grow, watching our kids grow up. For some reason, this particular woman has made it hell on me. Uh, I mean, she's constantly doing things that trigger me, even though I'm not that type of person. Um, I'm just, I'm just basically out here trying to find some peace of mind because, um, me personally, I was thinking that we had another opportunity of mending whatever there was broken trust or whatever, so we could have that for our son. But evidently, she's moved on with her life. It's been 7 months since we actually like anything. It's been 7 months, so you know, in that matter of time, that person been moved on, done stuff, all that stuff. But I was thinking prior to those 7 months, like we could work this stuff out, but I guess not. So I'm just sitting here. Basically, I'm sitting here at work right now, still trying to get my thoughts together on how am I going to go through the cycle again with my child not being raised in the same household as I am. And honestly, it's a mental fuck. It fucks my mental up because I grew up without my parents. And that's another story, but my mom was killed by my aunt. My dad was killed by his best friend. My mom was stabbed to death by my aunt. My dad was shot 7 times by his best friend. So I grew up without that, uh, being in a household with both your parents. Matter of fact, I didn't have any of my parents, so I never wanted that for any of my children. I always stuck it out through the rough times, dealing with the woman I was with, by my kids or whatever. I went through hard times with them just to make sure my daughters or my son could see me in a good light without having to hear from their mom saying your dad wasn't this, your dad wasn't that, because that's not what I am at all. So with saying that, I've been, over these months, I have been reaching out and thinking like stuff could work out between us, or we could work through whatever we were trying to work through in order to get where we needed to be, in order to be a same parent household. Well, evidently that's not worked out because I wouldn't be making this video. But I guess it is what it is, man. I'm just trying to, level up and do what I got to do, to get my mind off a lot of things because, we living in a heartless world where next person is not giving a hell about the next person or whatever, but it's just rough. But stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more.